Dock's closer.
I'll get it. Hello, we're Drs. McCracken
McCandlish,
and Karen.
we're surgeons, always under pressure.
Very stressed.
People yelling, you cut off the wrong leg! Stuff like that.
At him, not us. We need a holiday. Badly. We've been working on the muscle building there. Dr. Karen, shop help. Sorry.
We're dedicated to your relaxation and health. You won't be disturbed. Nina, Nancy, Ricky, please help Drs. McCracken and McCandlish take care of their luggage.
I'll get it.
Let me get your luggage, Mrs.
Countess Demir.
Of course. Pardon me, Countess. How was your boat ride?
Unpleasant. There's choppy, wet, and windy. I hate the water. Why must we be smarter by water? I find that a bit ostentatious.
It's an island, Countess. Islands are generally surrounded by water. That's why they're called islands.
Countess Demir!
What in the world?
Oh, that's just some annoying woman who's talking about her pets. She fell out of the boat.
You threw me out of the boat.
You spent the entire ride talking about the benefits of exercise. I assume you wanted to swim?
Welcome. I'm Mrs. McGarriger. You must be Billy Body of Body by Billy Davis.
The Countess threw me out of the boat.
I'm sure it was just a misunderstanding. I really didn't think you dried off. Ricky, please get the luggage to you.
Right this way, lady. It's so heavy. What's in this thing?
My weight. Come on now, lift. It's good for the abs. Bend your knees and breathe. No pain, no gain. Let's go. Woo!
Do you see why I threw her out of the boat?
There are sharks in that water, you know.
So?
Come along now, ma'am. We'll be taking your luggage. Me too. You first, ma'am.
Yes, age before I mean maids. Age before maids.
Excuse me?
You mean guests before maids, don't you, Nancy?
Yeah, age guests before maids. I'm beginning to pine for the Elvis impersonator.
1, 2, 3, 4!
Aren't you going to get it? You are the butler after all.
Just because I'm the butler doesn't mean I'm going to get the door. You're the cook and you never make anything that's edible.
Ricky, answer the darn thing.
My back hurts.
All right. Fine.
I'll get it.
10, hut! Colonel Muckle at your service, and may introduce Miss Elma, a fine young woman I'm trying to recruit into the military.
It made for an interesting boat ride.
The Marines, the few and the proud. We do more by 6 a.m. than most people do all day.
He thinks that's a good thing. Don't ask me why.
We're still waiting for Miss Hinton Brown and Miss Van Drew. March 2, 3, 4, ladies!
Come on, Mrs. Van Broon. We made it. We ran the whole way.
You ran up the hill with those backpacks? Why?
One must always keep ahead of the enemy.
Enemy, are we at war?
We're a small island. We want to go to war against us.
You're not at war.
One must always presume one can be at war. It keeps one fit.
My, you've got a live one.
And alive shall all stay. We stay alert. Look to the left, look to the right.
I'm getting nauseous. All that running, all that looking left and right.
My goodness, we haven't introduced ourselves. I'm Hibden Brown, and this is Van Broon. We are senior counselors at Outward Ho! Our motto is health through hiking, calm through camping, serenity through self-sufficiency. Outward Ho!
Oh, yes. Isn't that nice? I'm Mrs. McGarriger.
Mrs. McGarriger, would you care to buy a box of Outward Ho cookies? If we sell 200 more boxes, we get to go to Switzerland!
Don't go to Switzerland. They're totally unprepared for war.
They're always neutral.
They're always neutral because they're always unprepared.
They're neutral because of their philosophy.
Now, you're on vacation. No talking politics.
Everything is politics.
Why don't you all go get settled in your rooms? McGee will help you.
No, I won't.
Nina, Nancy, please help the guests.
Come along, then. With Colonel Muckle here, I feel ever so better about Pat Medicine, escape convict.
Escape convict!
Oh, yes, armed and dangerous.
Armed and dangerous!
Yep, and probably headed our way.
No, he's not headed our way. But let's get away from people now, won't we? So there's nothing to worry about. Nina, Nancy, take the guests to their rooms without another word.
Actually, honestly, I'm worried.
Me too. We can't show it. Put on a smile. Look happy.
It's the door.
Maybe you get the door, please.
I'll get it.
Hello. I've been knocking about just forever out there. It's ever so wonderful to be here. The boat ride was fabulous. This is Hilda, who's a hairdresser who gave me all sorts of amazing tips for my hairdo.
Nice to meet you.
And this is Greta, a very famous bird-tired actor.
I'm exhausted.
And this is my brother Bernard. As if you couldn't tell, he's a mime.
Hello.
Mimes are not supposed to talk. They speak only with the eloquence of their bodies.
He's a very bad mime. Isn't he, darling?
Just because I talk does not mean I'm a bad mind. It's a whole new concept and you don't understand.
I think you've overdone the makeup a bit. You look very pale.
White face. Mimes are always in white face.
And really, that eyeliner is so passe. The natural look is in, you know.
No one ever understands the true artist of his life.
Well, let's get all this stuff out of here so we can eat.
It's Bernard. He's a mime.
No one ever understands me.
I thought mimes weren't supposed to talk.
He's a very bad mime.
This reminds me of a film in which I starred. It was called The Mime Always Rings Twice. I was to play a woman who was to be married at 1 o'clock, but the mime, being dumb as always rang twice, so it was always 2 o'clock. It was a love story of pathos and tragedy.
This week should be very interesting.
Has anyone seen my glasses?
Impulse! Impulse! A grapevine to the left! Woo!
Aerobics! I love aerobics!
A grapevine to the right! To the right! Woo! And big arm circles! Woo! Shoulder forward! Go for that burn, everybody! Woo!
We could just take a little break and talk.
And reverse those shoulders! Woo! Go for that burn! You can do it!
I feel like an idiot.
And step! And step! And rotate those hips, everybody! Right, front, left, and back! Right, front, left, and back! Come on, Michaelis, you can do it! Woo! The radio!
The radio? It could be a bomb! Stand back, everyone! I'll save you, Billy! Lie on the ground and I'll protect you with my own body!
Get away from me, Colonel Muckle!
But I just...
Sit down, you old blowhard. Obviously, the problem is not the radio, but something they heard on the radio.
We heard! We heard!
Spit it out already.
There are severe thunderstorm warnings all evening and night.
First, an escape talking now. Severe thunderstorm warnings. They said we need to find shelter immediately. We all need to find shelter immediately.
We're in shelter. This inn is a shelter. Don't worry, no one is to panic.
Mrs. Van Bruin and I have had severe weather training in our Ho!
What do you do to stay safe during a thunderstorm? You stay inside and hope it rains somewhere else.
Does anyone want to sing Kumbaya?
Kumbaya.
Anybody?
No!
Wasn't your hair entirely different on the boat? I'm an actress. I'm trained to notice these things.
I'm a hairdresser. It's my obligation, my duty, really, to dedicate myself to my hair. I don't know who does your hair, but nobody does buns. I do buns! All right, everybody, tighten and release, squeeze your glutes. Anybody up for aerobics? It'll get our minds off the thunderstorm.
What you sit on?
Hey, Billy, could you give me a private lesson?
Sorry, I don't do personal training.
Help! Help!
The mime appears to be somehow trapped in the air around him.
Oh, he's such a bad mime. It's cute.
Help! I'm running out of air in here.
Oh, somebody help me! He's gonna die in there! Somebody help! Colonel Michael!
Me? What am I supposed to do? Turn the doorknob. Thank you.
There's a knock at the door.
For heaven's sake, it's not even the real door.
Not Bernard's door, the front door.
Biggie, can you get the door?
No.
I'll get it.
Inspector Black here. I came to see if everything was all right, and I found this man lurking in the bushes with an axe.
I was weeding.
That's Gar. He's our gardener.
For how long?
Well, he's been here since the Elvis impersonators were here last year.
To tighten the noose on the convict, the authorities have shut down the ferry. The black boat's gone. We all are stuck here to the menace's cause.
I might run out of hair products.
And there's no cell phone reception. Do you know the business clause I'm missing?
I just wanted to be alone.
Does anyone want any homemade fresh lemonade or finger sandwiches?
No, this lemonade is horrible, and these sandwiches really do look like fingers. They've made me lose my appetite. By the time I leave here, I've lost 5 pounds.
Will you stop complaining? Think of all the people who would kill to lose 5 pounds.
Think of all the people in this world who kill rather than listen to you.
I am tired of listening to your complaining, Countess Demir. I bet the fresh, homemade lemonade is wonderful. McGee, can you pour me a glass of that lemonade?
All right, but you'll regret it.
Stand back, everyone.
Give her air. She doesn't look good.
Look to the left and look to the right.
And don't drink the lemonade.
I'll call headquarters on the mainland. They can get a hospital. The phone is dead.
Billy Body's dead.
The lemonade must have been poisoned. I'm going to lock myself in my room.
No one is to leave this room. This is a scene of a murder.
He's attempting to leave. My trained thespian eye knows when someone's trying to leave the room.
No one is to leave.
Who's going to water the garden?
But it's pouring rain. And you neither have galoshes nor walker-proof? You can catch your death of cold.
Getting wet has nothing to do with catching cold. It's a fallacy.
We're doctors. We know these things.
This reminds me of a film in which I starred. It was called Rain Person. It was a cross between Rain Man and Equus, and a guy thought he was Flicka before.
Please, everyone, if I can have your attention. We have a dead body here. Someone, give me a hand. Put her in the window. No one is to touch anything. I mean, after we put the body in the
We need to examine the body, Inspector.
All right, but don't touch anything. We don't want any evidence tampered with.
How do we examine this, Inspector?
Just look at it. Don't go poking around.
Bernard is miming something.
It seems to be a square dance of some sort.
Are you stomping grapes?
Please, everyone, I need to ask you some questions.
Are you doing the chicken dance, Bernard?
No.
Are we playing charades? Oh golly, I love charades. I want to be on Miss Gallagher's team.
We're not playing charades, there will be no cheating.
Please, quiet.
Bernard is mind befarian. Not only is he a bad mind, but he's also so inappropriate.
I need to ask you some questions.
She was a wonderful woman. I'll miss her so much.
Really, everyone.
Your hair doesn't like humidity, does it?
Shut up. All of you. All right. Who made the lemonade?
I did. I'm the cook. I made it like I always make it. Lemons and water.
No sugar?
No, I don't use sugar. Or poison. I'm not a murderer.
I told you the lemonade was disgusting. Nobody listened.
You had some, yet you're still alive.
That's because I spit it out.
We examined the body of Miss Body.
There seems to be a sharp blow to the back of her head.
She must not have been looking to the left and to the right. It was caught unaware.
She still could have been looking to the left and the right and got hit in the back of the head. Yes, because we can't turn our heads all the way around. We're just asking to get hit back there. What was the good Lord thinking? Giving us heads that don't swivel?
There's more, but looks like a knife slash, although we can't tell how.
The gardener has an axe that can deliver a sharp blow to the back of the head, an axe that can slash.
The axe was on the table. Anybody could have gotten it and used it.
That's right, and you've been fighting with Billy since you got here, Countess Demir. And you threw in the water with the shark.
But I didn't kill her.
Please, we're not getting anywhere with this. And we have an escaped convict. On top of that, we have a dead body. An escaped convict to be armed and dangerous at this very moment.
Maybe the crimes are related.
The convict could be in this room right now. I've never seen any of these people before today. One of them could be the escaped convict.
He could even be disguised as a woman.
So the murder could be in here at this very moment? But what about motive, Inspector? One must have motive to murder.
What about Colonel Muck?
Yeah, I bet Colonel Muckle has a motive.
Me? What about me?
We found this in your luggage.
We meant to give back, but with all the excitement and the bad news on the radio,
If not.
Look, Inspector, it's an engagement ring. And a note. Says, Dear Colonel Muckle, I decided not to marry you after all. Here's your ring back. Warmest regards, Billy Body. Perhaps no one's feeling, eh, Colonel Muckle? Colonel Muckle? P.S. I love a man named Bernard.
Bernard! But Bernard broke up with her. Didn't you?
Bernard, now's not time to start acting like a real knife now.
I loved her. Why else would I be doing aerobics? I hate aerobics. And I could have won her back with your ridiculous mime, but now it's too late. Darn you, Bernard!
Darn you, Bernard!
I'm innocent.
Bad mime or not, he supported you, is he not, Cecily?
That has nothing to do with anything.
Where would you be if Bernard got married?
Cecily! I didn't kill her. I'm way too cheerful for her to never kill anyone.
Is it just a coincidence that you were here at the very same time as Billy Body?
Or did you come to kill her?
It was Bernard that needed to come here. You didn't break up with her, did you, Bernard? You were here to meet her.
Please, may I continue my investigation? Hilda the hairdresser. Hilda? Where did Hilda go?
There she is. My trained thespian knows when someone's trying to disguise oneself.
I find it odd that she's always changing her looks. Could she be that menace? She never looks the same from one minute to the next, like she's always in disguise.
You're just trying to divert suspicion away from you.
What suspicion? I didn't even know the woman.
Unless a high-powered businesswoman like yourself wanted to get in on the health club craze and need to get rid of the competition.
Ellen!
Look, just because my business team opened a fitness club, Billy Body called in the health department and had it closed down, is no reason for me to kill her. I could have just cleaned, but you didn't. No, none of us likes to clean.
It seems that most of you had motive, and I'm guessing some of you still have secrets.
McGee said Billy would regret drinking the lemonade. Why would he say that?
Because I've had it, and it's awful. No sugar. It leaves one puckered for days.
This is getting us nowhere.
I'm having the worst vacation ever. I'm going to bed.
You're right, Cecily. He is a very bad mime. Inspector Black, Bernard's right. The guests have to get some sleep.
All right, we'll begin again in the morning.
I'm not going to sleep with a murderer on the loose.
I have an idea.
Let's all sleep here so we can keep an eye on the murderer.
Yeah, and someone can keep watch. That's what we do when we go camping with Outward Ho. And what if the murderer's on watch? He could just kill us all. So it's possible we'll be sleeping right next to a murderer?
Don't worry, everyone. I'll keep watch. Get some sleep.
Does anybody want to sing Kumbaya? Kumbaya.
It's over 500! Rise and shine! You weather the thunderstorms!
Colonel Muckle, it's 5 o'clock in the morning.
That's what I said! Oh, 500! Up and at 'em! Rise and shine! We do more by 6 a.m. than most people do. Not everyone's a morning person, I suppose.
Hello, Wall. I went through the house last night and found some very interesting things.
My candlesticks. My syringe. My hair products.
My knife for surgery. My surgical knife.
My pistol. For my own personal protection, of course.
My businesswoman of the year trophy. My butcher's knife.
My letter opener. My Albert Hall pocket knife. My Albert Hook climbing ropes.
My garden tools. For combing my beard.
My nail scissors. My nail file.
My glasses! Why, thank you.
My wallet.
All possible murder weapons. I need to take these things down to the police station and have forensics take a look at them.
Piggy, please get the door.
I don't think that knocking is coming from the door.
Will you stop making excuses and just get the door for once?
But
Get the door!
all right, all right. Not so fast, Minner! See, I told you it wasn't the door. That's not the real inspector. That's Pat Minner. Stop him!
Get him!
We'll get him. Got him.
body. I'm the real inspector. And I have a nasty headache.
How can we be sure you're the real inspector?
Because I'm the one who has the handcuffs.
But he acted just like the real inspector. A fine acting job, Mr. Minutes.
I agree. That was quite a good interrogation.
All I had to do was point my fingers and make a few guesses. People are confessing everything.
I'm still not convinced you're the real inspector.
Let me explain. I work on the mainland, but was only on the island yesterday because of the escaped convicts. The real Miss Body called the station because she couldn't get an answer here. Because of the weather report, she called to cancel her stay. I thought it was the perfect opportunity to go undercover by pretending to be Billy Body and catch the escaped convicts. So I ferried out here and pretended to be a guest. When the fake inspector showed up, I knew it had to be Pat Menace, escaped convict. But before I could arrest him, somebody tried to kill me and stuck me in the window seat.
Well, all I can say is that if I'd known you were an inspector, I never would have thrown you off the boat. I'm a law-abiding citizen. All of us all the time.
The real attempted murder was made when the lights went out after I drank the lemonade. By the way, I really was choking. Put some sugar on that stuff, Dot.
So I'm a bad cook. That doesn't make me a murderer.
No, it doesn't. I was choking, the lights went out, and somebody saw their chance. I felt something sharp. Luckily, I was wearing my bulletproof vest disguised as a warm-up jacket, so it was only a surface wound. Then somebody hit me on the back of my head, and I lost consciousness. The next thing I knew, I woke up in the window seat, but I decided to stay there so you all would think I was dead. But why? You already knew the fake inspector was Pat Menace. But I wasn't sure he was the one who tried to kill me. I figured that the murderer would check to make sure I was dead while everyone was sleeping, and I was right. Luckily for me, the murderer couldn't tell a dead body from a live one. Dr. McCandless, I place you under arrest for attempted murder! We'll get him! Got him! Yeah!
Dr. McCandless, how could you?
That is teacher did not mess with Outward Ho senior counselors.
Help, get him off me. I'll go quietly.
But why, Dr. McCandless? Why would you want to murder Billy Body?
I saw you talking to Billy Body in morning tea and during aerobics. I knew she wanted to get on the muscle building serum deal, and I would be out. I made one wrong statement, one time, and now nobody trusts me.
Don't be ridiculous, McCandless. We trust you completely.
Well, not anymore, of course.
We were only talking with Billy, well, who we thought was Billy, about investing in her gym. We didn't include you because you spent all your money on the malpractice suit.
I know she wanted the muscle building serum. I know it. When the lights went out and she choked on the lemonade, I had my chance.
Wait a minute. I've never actually met the real Billy Body. Well, why didn't Colonel Muffler know that the inspector was the real Billy Body?
Well, I'm blind as a bat without my glasses. That's why I'm always looking to the left and to the right. I have no peripheral vision whatsoever. And of course, on my one and only date with Billy, I wasn't wearing my glasses. But like me without my glasses, love is blind, and I fell in love with Billy. But when she rejected my love, I knew she was coming here, so I followed her. Remember yesterday morning when I saw them doing aerobics? I misplaced my glasses again.
What about you, Bernard? Why didn't you know she wasn't the real Billy Body?
I've never actually met the real Billy Body. We've been chatting online for months. We've just been sending pictures to each other.
So the real Billy Body doesn't know that you're blind?
No, I told her I was an architect and sent her a picture of my cousin Scott.
That explains a lot.
Romantic trysts, business meetings? Well, clearly, Billy Body was a very busy woman. That's a good vocal warm-up. Billy Body is a very busy woman. Billy Body is a very busy woman.
Yes, many people did have murder, but when Dr. McCandless checked to make sure I was dead, I knew he was the one. Fortunately for me, he is not a very good doctor.
And not a very good axe murderer either.
Garth, we never had anything like this happen at the Come On In of Nova Scotia.
It's usually nice and boring around here. Come on, Menace, off to the police station.
Can we go to our rooms now? I just wanted to be alone.
I assume so. I'll be making breakfast if everybody wants to get cleaned up.
Yeah, no thanks, your food's not edible.
Come out! Outward Ho!
Garth, can you give me some tomatoes?
Say please, please.
Please give me some tomatoes.
Say please, please.
I just did.
Say it twice, Dot. Say please, please.
For Blarney's sake, could you please give me some tomatoes, you big numbskull?
Okay. All you have to do is say it nicely.
Finally, things get back to normal. Some peace and quiet.
Who could that be?
Didn't Garth make the reservations for the Elvis impersonators for next week?
He did, but let's not forget, it's Garth we're talking about, who's read reservations list for mulch.
Garth!